Chicago. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Bears. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Spencer Schrader to get things rolling. Off we go from Soldier Field. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I've got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
They'll run it with Homer. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. Now, faking the give. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
On 2nd down, Richardson. That's to the right side, and incomplete.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
From the gun, Richardson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Indianapolis.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On the give, it's Goodson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. Now he takes off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Waste of time.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Got his man, it's Ogletree. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width. Not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. A carry here for Goodson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
36-yard attempt.
Schrader's kick is good, and the Colts are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Roshan Johnson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Over him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Colts have got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Colts offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go again here with Goodson. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's calling a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And the Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Tyler Goodson. Touchdown, Indy. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
The PAT, up and good. And the Colts are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And their 2 drives so far not good. Punt, lost fumble. Trying to make amends here on drive number 3. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's out left and complete to Burden. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Open man, that's Duvernay. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
47-yard line.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the
It's
ground.
a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard. On the ground, it's Homer. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 3.
Somebody got a boy, I'm in. Somebody got a boy, I'm in.
Third down, 3 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And now where will they mark him? It looks like he's a little bit short, just by about the length of the football. Decision time coming up. It's fourth down.
Well, they say football's a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on fourth and short, this coach has a decision.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Colts offense about ready to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, first and 10. On the ground, it's Goodson. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
They'll hand this one off to Goodson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Chris Williams in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Richardson. He'll go right and find his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Brings up third and 7.
Richardson. into the hands of his running back. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 35-yard line.
So after 1, it's the Colts out to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 2 as we are ready to get back underway. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
From the gun on third down, Richardson. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll take this down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
That one taken in. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Where you make your mark in the NFL playing quarterback, Mike, is anyone can operate from a clean pocket. But how good are you when that thing gets a little muddy? And this is an NFL-type throw. You're down here. You're looking for a touchdown tight in the red zone. You're in the face of pressure. You've got to hold it for just an extra second to let that route come open. Not everybody can do that. In this case, he hangs in there, delivers it on the money, and comes away with a big touchdown.
The Raider now on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Colts move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
It's a gain of 3. It brings up 3rd and 2.
A run here with Homer. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. Open man, left side. He's got it. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Olamide Zaccheaus. Touchdown Bears.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on fourth down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate, but in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears are back in this one. It's 17-7.
Bears 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. And he is stopped past the 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense and their running back set to go once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with first down. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Richardson to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
A run, and this is Goodson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He was brought down by Deshaun White. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He's going to run it. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Initially, they do a really nice job of bringing pressure, but what you can't do anytime you're playing an athletic quarterback like this, Mike, is you can't let him escape the pocket. You got to keep him on his spot. Seemed like everybody was chasing their own sack instead of just rushing him as a unit.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Anthony Richardson, touchdown Colts.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Schrader now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Bears 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, like, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll look to throw. Duvernay with the grab. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now, faking the give. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
They try the zone read on 1st and 10. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
He'll drop to throw. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bears back within 10. It's now 24-14. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Abdullah now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts offense headed back to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
Anthony Richardson, I mean, it's not hard to see why they want to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, both as a passer, but when you can get him as a designed runner, his size and speed, he is a handful for defenses.
Thrown left side, the catch is made, and they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Colts first down. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Got his man, it's Ogletree. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
On second down, Richardson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
A run with Goodson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Richardson. This one caught at the floor. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker, it is first and goal.
Colts, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw, Richardson. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he didn't say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page, and results in a drop.
Goodson. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Throwing, Richardson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. So, on 4th down, Spencer Schrader is on for the Colts field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
2nd down and 8. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll look to throw. Man left side, that's Zacchaeus. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they do not cut into the deficit.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. 2nd half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting.